Hey everyone, this is Jin. I'm glad you're back. We are going to do something new today. Once again, we recently got the two PRs released of the region I've been competing in, and I think that'd be great to do some kind of retrospective of what happened this season, because this season 2 has been very great for me, I think. So yeah, let's take a look. So this is my Smash Data. Smash Data is like a website where you can just see your tournament results, and this is actually season 1. This is season 1. So just to give you some context of my first season of Smash Ultimate, trying to understand where I'm coming from. I have pretty decent results, I would say. In strong region, I will be around top 8, but the first rounds of top 8. I will win tournaments in my own region, but yeah, in the sense at this point I just started playing Wolf kinda seriously, and my Jigglypuff's been great. We are before 6.0. We just had the Jigglypuff backyard that have been buffed a bit, and that's it. I think the first tournament that is really the beginning of season 2, and it's actually included in season 2 in both my PRs, so I'm gonna talk about it, is Albion. Albion 4 was my first ever major European tournament, and yeah, it's been great. It's been definitely my favorite event. We were in the Emirates Stadium in London, and that's been great. I mean, so many setups, so many crazy sets, so hype, European hype, you know it. And if you take a look at my bracket and my run, I think it was pretty solid. I think that was my first very good Wolf and Jigglypuff tournaments, especially considering I had to fight very good players, and I could stand my ground against them and even take some wins. First big lose is against KP, so he's from Scandinavia. I don't remember which country exactly. Sorry about that. He plays Wario. We play Wario versus Wolf, which is matchup that's the first interaction of a matchup that will become very, very common to me, because you'll see that in my region. That's a matchup I play all the time. It was great. Fun fact, I actually played with him yesterday on Wi-Fi, and this guy is really great at Smash. He's very hard to play, and I'm glad I could get a set with him, talk a bit, and that's great. Few following around in the loser bracket were already deadly, because Aptin could have taken it. Was a great Falco player. To make it out of pools, I had to fight Azrael, infamous Smash 4 Cloud, coming in Smash Ultimate with Wolf and Cloud. That set was a 2-1. I got whooped in a Wolf Ditto game 1. I couldn't pick Jigglypuff, and I think you know what happened next. What happened next is I got a very nice game 1, and game 2 was actually very close. So take a look. So I got this nice out of ledge jab block, IT bag. Let's take a look. So basically, I'm gonna get a trip on this, and I'll just get a combo started. In this situation, there will be you will be able to combo dash attack if they don't air dodge. They will often try to double jump, and that's what happens here. You can see it. You can see the jump. That's a very naughty jump, because it actually got caught and got into the later part of the bracket thanks to that. So yeah, very big win. My first big upset, not gonna lie. Yeah, so that was actually the first time as well in the European major that qualified for day 2, 128. First game on Sunday, I have to fight Otek, player from Luxembourg. We play Palutena versus Wolf and Pichu versus Wolf. And despite games being closed, I take the set 3-0. And then I had to fight Tariq for the first time. Fun fact, at this point we played doubles once together, but we never really played against each other. He plays Greninja and Pokemon Trainer. I managed to take a game out of Greninja, but Pokemon Trainer just beats me pretty solid, so no regrets, and I end up being 65th out of 900 players, so very big first tournament for me, and I was very happy about that. Like, Albion has been my first major experience, and that was a great one. That was a very great one. Season 2 that really starts with for me Virtuous Smash 6. Nothing big in this tournament to talk about. It's a tournament happening in Braunschweig, which is like a town 3 hours away from Berlin. So I try to attend this region because that's the region with the players such as Lucky, Rinor, Sabaka, Randon, etc. I pretty much got whooped by Sabaka in a winner bracket in a Lucina versus Jigglypuff matchup, which I really wanted to try, take my chance in this matchup, infamous for being the worst one for Jigglypuff, but I think it can be done. To make it to top 8, I had to fight Grid, who eliminated me at the last Virtuous Smash. Chrome versus Wolf, and I managed to take this one. I was very happy because that was a very sign of improving for me and dealing with the sword matchup in general, and a good sign that my Wolf was improving. Top 8 loser side, I have to fight Randon for the first time. He's a Shulk and Pichu player. Shulk versus Wolf is a matchup that I don't really have the answer yet. I don't know, I just lost. I just lost few first game. I think it was up 2-0 and I decided to switch to Bowser. Bowser did actually a lot of great work in this set. Forced him to switch to Pichu game 5, and he managed to take game 5 out of me. But that was a pretty okay tournament, showing baby steps of improvement, and yeah, that was great. Coming next will be Burst 4, which is a tournament in France, in Bordeaux, which is a town I used to live in. Not a French major, but a French big tournament. A lot of top players were there. I had a strange bracket. The seed 1 of my pool actually DQ'd, and I was seed 3 or something like that, so it means I got into top 32 pretty much for free. I ended up being in top 32 with the 32nd seed, which had me fight Gluttony in the first round of top 32, and that was the first time ever I've played against Gluto, and I was pretty happy about it. I managed to take one game out of his Donkey Kong, even if that's a secondary. I think that's not something everyone has done, so I was pretty happy about that. The Wario just really messed me up, but anyways. And coming next is my first set against Tag, a Parisian player who plays Palutena, and that's gonna be the first set of a long-lasting series of reverse 3-0s by Palutenas. This season, if there is only a dark secret in this season, is that I've been reverse 3-0 by Palutena a certain number of times. And I want you to pause the video now and try to guess in the comment how many times I've been reverse 3-0 by Palutenas, how many times it happened. But that's great. Palutena, I've learned to like that matchup. I've really been struggling at the beginning of the game with this matchup, not really understanding the stakes and the intricate rules of how you should be playing this, and I'm glad that this is such a popular character in Germany, because it make me improve, force me to like overcome my difficulties, and that's great. The set was great. I mean, I take two games, and I think it just adapted to my playstyle, which is like pretty uncommon for a wolf, I would say, especially at that time. But yeah, that could have been a good win. That's a good loss. I don't know. Smash DNA, the first the first big tournament in Berlin, Smash Ultimate. Pretty much like the whole top 10 of the city was here, and that was a big one. That was a very big one for me. I make it out of pools pretty okay. I had to fight Pause, who is a French fellow who plays Chrome. It was a close set, yet I managed to take it. Converted few lead trap, so that's great. I had to fight Moodle next, who was a bit weird. Like, he was in a bit weird mood where he played like Meta Knight and Marth. I managed to beat him with Jigglypuff, and that was a 2-0, so 2-0 to enter top 8, winner side. Then I had to fight Sodrek, and that was my first set against him in Smash Ultimate. Sodrek, like infamous Berlin player, playing Young Link in this iteration of Smash, usually a Fox player in the previous one. Very good player, very well-rounded fundamentals. I managed to take the first game in Wolf versus Young Link, and I was pretty happy about that. And then I think he really adapted to my playstyle. He started like doing like massive reads, and yeah, that was it, and that's alright. And Super Smash DNA, this tournament has been my first ever win on Miles. And if you know the Berlin scene, you might know what this kind of thing means. Like, it's a big thing. Twitch record, he was just starting playing Palutena, and he was TOing as well. But still, that's a big win for me, and let's see how this game actually went down. I think it was 1-1 Wolf versus Palutena, and then I just switched to Bowser, and Bowser did the work. So let's see. And yeah, love it. Nice fist bump. I was really happy about that. This guy has been whooping my ass for 2 years. And he still does. I had like but that was the first time where I could tell myself, alright, I've done it once. This is doable. This guy is ranked first in Berlin, so that was great. Then in losers semis, I had to fight Judge, Samus player, now a bit like off the scene, I would say. Like decided not to try as much as he used to. That was a quick 3-0. Not gonna lie. We usually had close sets, but not this one. It was what it was. And I just lost it. I ended up being 4th out of 64 in this tournament, and I think that was a pretty chill and good result. Coming next, in the 1 month later, I just come back to my hometown in Limoges. I just managed to get here for the monthly, and I went full Wolf or whatever, I don't remember, and this one was a very big rampage, I would say. This region is not as strong as Berlin is, obviously, but it's still a decent region, I think. And I managed to like win the tournament, winner side, without dropping a game. Pretty happy about like dominating this one. And I will show you at the end of the tournament, because I think that was pretty fun. Edge guards, alright. Let's see. Yeah, missed seeing, and he just ran into it. That's how you win tournaments, boys. That's how you win tournaments. Also, that was not my first win in the monthly series in this region, but that was a great one. Coming next, a few days after, I had like an extremely sloppy tournament at Smash DNA Misfits. These are like 32 people tournaments in Berlin. Very good venue, amazing. You've probably seen some stream out of it. I had like a very, very shaky set against Tikao, which I managed to take home 2-1, but not a great one. Zebra just toured me. Not much to say about it. Zebra and I play a lot, and we pretty much know the playstyle of each other, and in general, if one of us is not playing well, the other is gonna take it. But anyways, and Shokor in the first game of top 8 did a crazy Ken combo on me that was absolutely not true, and I didn't know. That was the same set. Oh my gosh, he really gave me the food there. Seventh in Berlin is, especially in season 2, like a lot of players have been like improving a lot. Like we had like a new tournament series, which is like a weekly one, Brexit Summit. Check it out. Of course, it's like a very, very enjoyable 16 people tournament with free to enter. It's at Brexit's house, and it's great. In a very nice way. Like you see the regular player coming into this series very improving massively. So yeah. Right next after that, I just went to Syndicate in Utrecht. That was a sad tournament for me. I mean, I enjoyed everything, but like bracket wise, I got a bit unlucky. I was supposed to make it out of pool in loser side, and sadly I had to fight like El Bardo, who was like seed, I don't know, he was seed 2 of the pool for sure, but he got upset in winners, and I had to fight him, and I lost to Sammy as well. But I mean, that's usual. Sammy was seed like to make it top 16 at least, so it was not really close. So anyways, so yeah, I had to fight Sammy and El Bardo to make it out of pools, and this guy, like Sammy, ended up being 13th, I think, and Bardo made it 33rd, and I was 129th for losing to this guy. I was a bit sad about it, but anyways, it happens, I guess. And I could really play a lot in this tournament. I really grinded extremely. A lot of good players. The ladder was very great as well. So good experience taken, but the bracket part was a bit meh. Alright, I love this tournament. Smash DNA 4, so still the 32 people won. And this tournament was stressful. Everything but one set went last game. It wasn't that I was playing shaky or anything. I think I was playing okay, but for some reason I had to put it off and to clutch it out every single time. Mono Terry, and there's gonna be a clip. First set against Miles, that's a good ass slapping 3-0, not gonna lie. That was like 2 stocks, and see you in losers. Slipknot was actually a reverse 3-0. I tried to go, he plays Wario, and I tried to go Puff for the first 2 games, and it ended up not working as much as I wanted it to be, but that's fine. I pulled off the Wolf game 3 and managed to win 3 games in a row, and I was really happy about that. Like stamina and mentality wise, I think it was great. Next up, I have to fight Mono again, which I sent to losers earlier, and that was a very close set. While this set was like only Puff versus Terry, this one was I won game 1 with Puff, he won game 2 and game 3 against my Puff, and then I switched to Wolf. And there's like a very infamous moment which actually got like an heart-stopping moment in Smash Ultimate on Eat Smash. And that's game 4. So losers lose. If I lose that, I'm out of the tournament. So yeah. He knew he fucked up. Psh. So yeah, very happy. You can see my relief there. I was like, oof, we made it. And I got like I was playing not really good in this one. I was not really happy with my plays, and I think I let like 2 games slip, and I was not really happy about it. He won game 1, I won game 2 like pretty convincingly against. It's yeah, this one. This rest was great. This rest was extremely great. Just neutral rest. I love it. With a 3-star, and I think it really helped, like on a psychological level, I would say. Anyways, and then in grand final, loser side, I had to fight Miles once again, and that was a good set. And you know, we played Wolf versus Palutena, and I won 2 games, the first 2 games, and I got reverse 3-0. So that's 2 reverse 3-0 so far. Anyways, that was a great tournament. I ended up being second in this one, and I think being second in Berlin, even if like in small tournaments, that's a thing I can be proud of. Coming up next is like the bigger version, like the 64-player version of this tournament, and this one I'm not really happy about. I lost like a not so close set against Dashacle, who is like a very up and coming Mario player, Mario and Ken player. Really struggle against Mario, and I think like that's a matchup I should like very much work on. The loser run to top 8 is fine. Sly was the first time I played against him. He's a Game & Watch player, very strong, very surprising, I would say. That was a good set. I managed to take it home. Then I had to fight Slipknot, and Slipknot, and that was a close set where I went. Okay, that's actually not true. I actually went Wolf the first game, and I got whooped. I got reversed 3 stock on that game out of like a missed up air to rest, and I think it really didn't help me. And yeah, I ended up like losing this set, and I remember that Slipknot actually went second in this tournament, beating like very strong players. So good on him. That was a close set. Our set with Slipknot often go game 5, and they are very intense. So I really enjoy playing against this guy. And to finish up with the season, that's gonna be Virtua Smash 10. So. Tournament in Braunschweig, and that's like a very two-faced tournament, I would say, because on one end I think I got 2 good wins with Flomar and Lucha Litten. Flomar being like a Palutena, and Lucha is like he's a very strong and senior player. But on the other side, I lost again to Randon, which if you remember from earlier the video, actually lost 3-2 again. That was the exact same scenario. Like I went Wolf game 1, didn't work against his Shulk, and I just took Bowser, and Bowser managed to go game 5, and game 5 I couldn't close it out. And up next in losers, I had to fight against Luck. It's like probably a good contender for best pit in the world. It was playing very bad, and so was I. I don't know. That was a weird set. Like I was not really happy about this one. And it wasn't either. We played some Puff versus Pete. We played some Wolf versus Pete. I think it was 1-1 Puff Pete and 1-1 Wolf Pete, and we just decided to go Wolf versus Pete game 5, and I got 3 stars in a very aggressive, and I like, oh shit. So I was out like at fifth place, which was alright. We ended up with the PRs, the 2 PRs that are representing this season. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So that was the one in Berlin. That's the one in Limoges. Limoges, I'm actually ranked 0th. I don't know if you can see the 0 here, because I'm not living in this region, despite like being like very involved with it. So yeah, pretty big season for me as a player, because really showing improvements all the way, and I think that's something I can be proud of. On the other side, the second season is really the season where YouTube took off. I mean, we're not like making loads of money or anything, but it's a decent gig, I would say. YouTube is like, we have almost 1,100 subscribers, so that's something I'm really thankful for. So that's great. Season 3 has started. I got some nice wins already. Maybe we will do this kind of video for next time as well. You tell me in the comments. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of this video, this kind of vlogging. It's weird. It's like some kind of Smash vlogging, Smash retrospective. I don't know how you would call that, but I had a great time in season 2. I will strive for more in season 3. I don't really set myself objective yet. I want to do my best. I want to top it at least, like, and not lose to players that I don't think are better than me. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching these videos. Even if you don't watch it till the end, that's fine. Put a like on this video, put a comment if you enjoyed. Tell me about your season 2, how was it? And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.